Across Northeast Ohio, there are still many homes made and businesses without electric power from Superstorm Sandy. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Leon Bibb. 650 linemen with FirstEnergy are working around the clock to get electricity restored. It has been 3 days since Sandy hit the number of customers without power, but that number is decreasing. Let's look at the FirstEnergy outage map. The map is updated every 15 minutes. It's showing the hardest hit areas in Cleveland with 23,000 customers without power. In Northeast Ohio, more than 12,000 in Lakewood are affected. News Channel 5's Joe Paganakis is in Lakewood with a look at the cleanup and the power progress. How's it going, Joe?
Leon, it is going to be a long process. We're right here on Lake Road in the city of Lakewood. You could see behind me here crews from Southern Ohio, Duke Energy on the scene. Also crews from Lakewood are out here. Of course, FirstEnergy working around the clock. They have actually 9 buckets and cranes out here trying to take care of this incredible problem that is out here right now. FirstEnergy, the illuminating company, a huge response to this incredibly complicated web of down lines, and the unprecedented response is with good reason. The latest outage totals taken from FirstEnergy spokesman Mark Durbin just 10 minutes ago: 84,378 still without power in Cuyahoga County, 24,475 in Cleveland alone. Right here in Lakewood, 9,910. Parma hit hard, 6,102. But despite the massive effort, repair forecasts aren't promising for complete restoration of power, according to FirstEnergy. News Channel 5 has learned that Fairview Park, the Lakewood area, may not be completely up and running until Monday at midnight. Now, I'm joined right now by the city of Lakewood, the mayor of Lakewood, Michael Summers. And Mayor, what have you heard? What have you been telling residents about this extended outage here in Lakewood?
Well, we're moving into our 61st hour, so it is extended, to be sure. And of course, people are living without heat. Unfortunately, the weather is holding at a steady temperature, not dropping. The Red Cross has done a magnificent job setting a shelter up in Lakewood where folks can get a respite from the cold. They can just drop in for an hour or two. They can spend the night if they want. Last night, 30 folks did that. They spent the night. Another 60 or so have dropped in on occasion. You can get a hot meal, a hot cup of coffee, and also news. There's 4 TV sets going that allow folks to get caught up in what's going on around the country and around the region. But most importantly, we're focused on working and coordinating with CEI. The CEI is working with our fire chief, Scott Gilman, to make sure they see what we see here in Lakewood, and they've been very cooperative in that respect. You know, this is a magnificent site. This is the cavalry. We've been waiting for this for 2 or 3 days, and they're here. We're very pleased. You can see we have 12 major transmission lines on these poles. So when these poles went out, they knocked out a considerable portion of the power to Lakewood. So we're confident we're going to get the street open today, and hopefully we'll get power back through these transmission lines, which should open up the area behind us, which is our most densely populated neighborhood, the Gold Coast. We've been very concerned about senior citizens in Lakeshore Towers. We've been working closely with our Human Services group and the Red Cross to support them, and they've been very cooperative. So I think we need to hang tough here. We need to look after one another. We ask neighbors to look after each other. Those who have power are in a position to help those who don't, and we're going to have to struggle through this.
Lakewood Mayor Michael Summers, thank you so much for the latest information. I know how hard your crews are working out here as well.
16 crews in Lakewood right now. That's great news.
Okay, so big trouble right here on Lake Road. Again, that forecast not looking great for complete restoration. May not happen until late Monday, and we're going to have the latest on News Channel 5 and 5 and 6 o'clock. We're also heading down to Parma now. So back to Leon in the studio. It's going to be a long process.
It is going to be a long process indeed. Thank you, Joe Paganakis, for handling the story for us.